Good evening, everyone. Oh gosh, this is Dr. Mike Chu, a physical therapist, and yes, I am your alternative career coach. Tonight, we're going to be talking about the two things that are certain in life. All right, we'll be back in a few seconds. Okay, we'll be back.
HelloNote is a truly therapist-friendly practice management solution with integrated EMR that will enhance workflow, efficiency, and patient care. HelloNote reduces error and allows you to spend more time with your patients. It comes integrated with billing. Claims are generated once a note is completed. You can bill with one click and a patient portal, which streamlines the patient intake process. Beautifully engineered and cloud-based for easy accessibility, the software works on all platforms. You can access patient records from anywhere. We also offer 24/7 support. HelloNote is the practice management solution that you're looking for.
Good evening, my Facebook friends, YouTube friends, alternative career group friends. You guys hear me? Premiumbeat.com. All right, if you can hear me, type in you can hear me. If not, I'll just have to restart this again. Well, anyway, if you are watching live, comment live, watching on the replay, comment replay. Before I keep on going, that commercial break there is brought to you by HelloNote. Let me go find their thing here. HelloNote.com. Check it out. Yes, we use HelloNote in our private practice, in our Rehab physical therapy. So check it out, HelloNote.com. All right, and of course, do not forget, if you need continuing education units, you can go check out medbridgeeducation.com. Where did that go? medbridgeeducation.com. Put the code alternative and you get 40% discount, right? Not 10, not 20, not 30, but 40%. I wish they give like 100%, right? I wish, right? But I think I got my subscription renewed too. I also got my subscription renewed through Summit, but I still have, of course, we got to promote MedBridge first, right? All right. Let me see if I am live. You guys hear my music? Yes, I am. I can hear myself now. All right, check it out, medbridgeeducation.com. Well, anyway, let's go back to our topic. Our topic for tonight is, well, before I keep on going, let me put this up here. Quick quote here. Keep your enthusiasm even when the work gets monotonous. All right. Keep your enthusiasm, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes in our group, alternative careers group, people are like burned out and everything. Just keep your so hard to pronounce that, enthusiasm. I know sometimes people get burned out and everything, but grow where you're planted. If God put you in that place, in that situation, or in that work, grow where you're planted. Be thankful of what you have right now. Be grateful, what you have right now. I've had several, students that comes in and coaching students that we have in our clinic. And one thing I see is that they're thankful of their current situation, even though it's not good yet. They're still studying, they're still learning. They're grateful of what they have. And it's very, very important that you be thankful and grateful of your current situation. Because when you complain, you remain. But when you bless, when you praise, your blessing comes down, something like that. All right, let's talk about the only two things in life that is certain. Okay, let's go ahead and go back to our topic. How do you create results in your life? How do you create results in your life? There are two things, right? The reasons or results. Obviously, reasons doesn't count, right? We can say all the reasons, all the excuses in the world, but only the results counts in life, right? Okay, so how do you get results in your life? Letter R. Let's break it down. It's repetition. If you want results, just like exercising. I wish I could, it's like exercising. I'm not perfect. I'm overweight, but like exercising or in therapy, if you want your patient to get better and stronger, what do we tell them? Hey, you got to keep this repeating it again and again. That's why it's called rehab. Re means repeat, hab means habilitate. You got to repeat things again and again in order for you to regain or remember what you've lost. And same thing when you're trying to find your alternative career. Same thing when you're trying to start your own little business. Same thing when you're trying to get better and stronger. Whether you're watching in the Alternative Career Group or my personal page or in their podcast, same thing. If you want to achieve your next level, you got to keep repeating things. English is not my first language. Do you think I've learned how to speak immediately English? I still have a hard time, talking English. I'm running out of English, but you got to keep repeating it in order for you. Am I perfect? No. Do you need to be perfect in starting your business or your alternative career? You got to just cut repeating it, right? Repetition is the mother of learning, it is the father of action, and in the architect of results. If you want results in your life, in your alternative career, or whatever you want to do, you got to keep repeating it. Now, here's the thing: when you're repeating something and it's not working, all right, what do you call that? It's called insanity. But you have to learn how to adapt and adjust too. If you're not achieving that results, just like in therapy, if you're doing the same thing again and again and you're not getting the results that you want for that patient or that client, well, guess what? Medicare or your insurance and the insurance of that patient will not pay us. But if you are trying to adapt and change that plan of care, well, guess what? We can get paid. And same thing in our lives. If we're doing the same thing and we're keeping applying and applying on that rest submitting that same resume that's so old, it's not going to get you nowhere. So you got to learn how to adapt and adjust. So repetition, okay? All right, next is energy. And it's wow, energy and enthusiasm. This is perfect for this little quote that we have here. Energy and enthusiasm. Let me just turn that off. Letter E, energy and enthusiasm. You got to have energy. Imagine applying for a job, going to and getting that alternative career. And you're like, oh, I just want to find this alternative career. I want to be a utilization reviewer. I want to start my own. How can you start selling your services if you don't even have your own energy? If you are really passionate about something, you will have energy on it. You will have enthusiasm in trying to offer that service. In our clinic in Jerryhab, I'm not saying we're perfect, but when the patient comes in, we'll be like, "Hello, Mrs. Smith. How are you?" We do that. We bring that energy in. Imagine trying to work with a therapist. There's no energy, right? You want to work with that therapist that has like good, positive, uplifting energy, right? Next is letter S. You gotta have to have that superhero mentality. What am I saying here? Why do we watch Superman? Why do we watch the Avengers? Why do we want to watch the what do you call this, the Marvel superheroes, Iron Man, Thor, the Hulk? Because we want people who are winning. And if you really want to find that alternative career, if you really want to find that next level, you gotta have to think, I'm gonna be a superhero. Yes, you'll have some kryptonites, some weaknesses, stuff like that. You will have some failures. In the Philippines, we have this saying, nagpagulpi muna. It means, the action star or the actual heroes, like they let him beat up first, and then out of nowhere, they just get up and be better and stronger from that adversity. And same thing when you're trying to find your alternative career, ladies and gentlemen, you will encounter some hardship, you will encounter some difficulties, you will encounter some stumbling blocks, but the bigger the challenge, the bigger the victory. The bigger the stumbling block, the better for you to step up on that stumbling block. Okay? So think like a superhero. All right. Next is understand the market, understand your situation. Because imagine if I say, all right, I'm going to repeat everything again so I could be a basketball player. I'll have the energy and the enthusiasm, and I'm going to be thinking like a Superman or superhero. And I want to be like a Shaquille O'Neal or LeBron James. But if I don't understand the market, that's not realistic. You got to learn how to understand the market. You got to do your part in studying that specific field. I'm like, for example, if I say, hey, I want to be a pediatric therapist, and my focus in geriatrics, you put me in a pediatric situation treating pediatric patients, I won't be able to do that. I'd be like, what am I going to do with this little kid, right? So understand the situation that you're going in. You got to go in and then learn and educate yourself. All right. So understand the market. What's the next letter before we keep going? All right. What's the next letter? Well, I already said it there. But before we keep on going, let me just show this thing real quick. Okay, we'll be back.
Hello Note is a truly therapist-friendly practice management solution with integrated EMR that will enhance workflow, efficiency, and patient care. Hello Note reduces error and allows you to spend more time with your patients. It comes integrated with billing. Claims are generated once a note is completed. You can bill with one click and a patient portal, which streamlines the patient intake process. Beautifully engineered and cloud-based for easy accessibility, the software works on all platforms. You can access patient records from anywhere. We also offer 24/7 support. Hello Note is the practice management solution that you're looking for.
Yes, that's Hello Note, and tonight we're talking about two reasons. There are only two things that are certain in life: reasons or results. We're talking about the results, how to create results in your life, right? All right, we talked about the letter U already. You know, understand the market. Where did that go? All right, let's go ahead. This next letter, we talk about understanding the market. Next letter is L. Love what you're doing. You know, yesterday my wife, it was my wife's birthday yesterday, so she didn't work. And then we had a client that came in. She was looking for my wife. And of course, we talked about my wife. I said, my wife, she's not working today. It's her birthday and she's celebrating it. And then that client told me, you know what? I really love your wife. It seems like she likes what she's doing and loves what she's doing. And I'm like, oh, God, that's a great compliment for my wife. And my wife really loves entertaining people, the front desk. You know, I mean, she's like our administrator, obviously, does almost everything for the clinic, right? Well, name it, she does it there, except for the therapy, evaluation, and treatment, probably. But everything, she's like the backbone of the clinic. But she's still up there entertaining, talking, loving those patients, you know, helping them out. So you got to love what you're doing. Imagine you know, go back to your passion, go back to the love that you have for this specific industry or this specific job that you're wanting to do, whether it's a job or career or whatever we're talking about. You got to love it again. You know, when I graduated 1999, you know, in PT school, I actually hated being a PT, being a physical therapist. So I went to my alternative career, you know, working as a pharmaceutical rep. I worked as a pharmaceutical rep for 10 years in sales. And I just said, I'm not going to go back to therapy. But along the way, I realized, oh, I like patients. I love interacting with patients. And sometimes you have to look back, you know, what made you love this profession? You know, what made you love treating patients and go from there? Of course, love where you're planted at. You know, it's like me. I mean, I'm going to love my geriatric patients. You know, you can't put me in the pediatric. I just can't. Or sports. You know, I'm going to have a hard time. You know, understanding the market of put me in the football field. I don't know. I mean, I know several therapists in the area. Shout out to Sidelines and Dynamics. They're like the sports medicine here in the area. They're like one of the best therapy clinics in the area because that's what they do. I see Brian Smith, he owns the Sideline Physical Therapy, and he's there in the sidelines, taking care of those football players. I'm like, I don't know what to do with those patients, with those football patients, right? So love what you're doing. Go from there. All right. Next letter or last letter on the word results is letter T. All right. You got to teach and educate. You got to teach and educate. That's what I do. You know, I'm teaching, I'm educating. You know, when I do our group exercise class, I'm not just exercising with them. I teach them. You know, I teach them how to properly breathe. I teach them how to raise their arm. I teach them how to move their legs. I teach them how to move, put a bl- blah, be on that blue foam so I could challenge their balance. I teach them how to use those sticks, lift up those weights when we're exercising, and I educate them. Why are we doing this? You gotta learn how to do that. In that way, you will eventually get the results. All right. All right. Again, thank you very much, my Facebook, YouTube friends. I appreciate you. Oh, thank you very much, Tony, for watching live. Appreciate you, brother. Again, before I let you go, Always remember the word fast. Tony loves this. Oh, FAST, letter F. Find friends that will bring out the best in you. I found friends. I found people that's bring out the best in me. One of them is Tony. Thank you very much, Tony, for bring out the best in me. So you got to make sure you're finding people that will bring out the best in you. There are a lot of stuff that we're going on right now in our group. We got the geriatric rehab summit coming up. Tony's going to be one of the speakers there. I'll be one of I'll be I'm running out of English. It's way past my English time. I'm going to be one of the speakers there too. Kara is leading that, Kara Wilkie, the next level OT. So you got to find people that will bring out the best in you. Okay? Because you are the average of the 5 people. Are you hang out with people who are complaining? Guess what? You're going to start complaining too. Hang out with people who are winning in life. I know a lot of people like, oh, I'm not winning. No, what I'm talking about is like people who will uplift you, people who will bring out the best in you. Okay. That's letter F. Next letter is letter A. Take action. Take action by reaching out to me, reaching out to Tony, reaching out to Kara, to Emma. Well, the coaches in the group, we got different coaches and moderators in the group. Reach out to them, ask them. Yes, we may be selling some of our classes and courses because it's not free, right? I mean, some of it are free, some of it you got to pay because, we've spent, time and effort in creating those classes and courses. So, you gotta have to take action. CEU classes are not cheap. So even MedBridge, they do give discounts, but you still have to pay, right? You still have skin in the game. So take action. All right. Next letter is shoot for the moon. If you keep shooting for the moon, you're gonna miss it, but you're gonna be landing with the stars. The more you shoot it, the more you're gonna miss it, but the more you get closer to your goals. All right. You keep shooting. A lot of people in the group will say, "Oh, I've applied already 10 times. I already applied 20 times. I didn't find it. I already applied 100 times." Well, again, repetition, right? We've talked about it. Repetition, you got to repeat it again and again and again in order for you to get the results that you want. Now, of course, if you're repeating it the same thing, you got to learn how to adjust if you haven't received or gotten those the results yet. Okay? You got to make sure you're adjusting along the way. Okay, so shoot for the moon. You're gonna miss it, but you're gonna be landing with the stars. And last but not least, I already mentioned it on the word results, is teach it. Why? Because when you hear it, you forget. When you see it, you remember. But when you're actually teaching it, you're gonna understand it more. Again, thank you very much, my Facebook friends. Wish you all the best. Be awesome, be great, be excellent. And I'll see you when I see you, my Facebook, YouTube, podcast, and all my friendly friends, and also my haters. Bye-bye.
Hello Note is a truly therapist-friendly practice management solution with integrated EMR that will enhance workflow, efficiency, and patient care. Hello Note reduces error and allows you to spend more time with your patients. It comes integrated with billing. Claims are generated once a note is completed. You can bill with one click and a patient portal, which streamlines the patient intake process. Beautifully engineered and cloud-based for easy accessibility, the software works on all platforms. You can access patient records from anywhere. We also offer 24/7 support. HelloNote is the practice management solution that you're looking for.